Just ignore what that says. It's going to tell you.
All right. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back for Millionaire Mindset day number 3. All right. I'm hanging out with Mr. Anthony Guzman. Anthony, say hello, buddy.
How you guys doing?
Okay. Anthony has been on our CA and 8% sales team for
About 2 months now.
2 months, man. It's crazy. What's your experience been so far?
So far, man, it's been amazing. It's been a different experience than I've ever had anywhere else. Cody and these guys have been pouring into me, building up my self-confidence, and it's been key. It's really helped me move along here.
Dude, that's what it's all about, man. Okay. Thank you for being you. What's one thing that you've noticed and that you've learned the most these last like 6 weeks?
The thing that's helped me the most is the self-positivity and, getting rid of all my self-doubt, which is, come to a zero here lately.
Yeah.
If you don't have the confidence and you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to reach your goals. So
then we're in trouble, right?
That's right.
So you've picked up on that. Who else is watching? Like, okay, you know what? I know where Anthony is coming from. I'm sabotaging myself half the time. Okay?
Exactly.
I love it, dude. Well, thank you for chiming in. All right. Those that are working with Anthony, thank you for being here. Those that are not, okay, make sure that you reach out and work with Anthony in some way.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Appreciate you
Yes,
coming
sir.
and saying hello. Tear it up, bro. Give Anthony a hand. Okay. Amazing job. All right. Good dude. He's reliable. He shows up. He listens. He's a good member of society and the CA society team. Okay. Welcome back. All right. We're good on Facebook and YouTube now.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back for day 3. How good has this been? Vati, Tom, Martha, how good has this Millionaire Mindset series been as we are on day 3 already? That's crazy to me, right? It's insane how fast this thing is moving. I love, there's probably nothing I love more in the world than sitting here live, hanging out with you guys. Okay. I mean that. All right. Like I absolutely love, you guys can tell too. You can't fake this. You can't fake this smile. Like you guys can tell that I truly love and enjoy what I do. I love spending it with you, and I love what we're doing with Millionaire Mindset, okay? Because what we're doing is we are focused on changing your life in some way, right? And when you have the right information, we've talked about this, when you have the right information, okay, when everything's going your way and good things are happening, all right? And you're starting to get some wins and you're starting to build some confidence and everything is going the way that you know it should be going, it's crazy what can happen in your business and your life when you start to get the right things happening at the right times. Okay. So we've talked through what's been your guys' favorite topics so far these last couple of days. Right. I got a bunch of notes, well prepped and well excited for tonight. All right. I've got Millionaire Mindset day 3 for about an hour live, then about another 30 minutes of private Q&A. And then we will be moving into 8% Mentor as well, right after this. Okay. Brett, hit the other lights for me too. I was thinking those were on too. Let me see. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Thank you. Good. All right. So what's been the biggest takeaway for you guys so far? Okay. We're on day 3. We're almost halfway through. What's been the biggest takeaway for you so far? If you had to think about it, if you had to pick, if you had to choose, what would you say? Okay. Because the first day we talked about simplifying your business, right? Okay, simplifying your business, which is good. Second day yesterday was gaining time. We've also went through the 5 different pillars that every millionaire has to master. Okay, I was literally on the phone earlier with a gentleman that is doing really well, doing some big stuff, making it rain, and really trying to get his whole game to the next level. Okay, we also went through believing. Surrounding yourself with the right mentors, finding the right information, right? Making decisions and taking action, David, okay? Deeper belief, okay? You are crazy busy. Dude, you got to be busy, man. You have to be, I got to have something going on or I'm going to pull my hair out, okay? Also, we talked about yesterday about reach, revenue, and relationships. We talked about calls, appointments, and follow-up. We talked about the top 3 things you need to be doing every single day, okay? How's the audio, by the way? Brett hooked me up with the lapel mic today to help the audio to make it even better. All right. And now today, day number 3 is all about scaling now, by the way. Okay. Thank you. All about scaling now. Okay, so and we probably don't even need this other mic just so it don't pick up any background noise. You may have already changed it, but sweet, dude. Brett's machine. Come on, what does he not think about, right? The dude's thinking when I'm not even thinking. Like that's the kind of people you need. People that are thinking. Okay. Also, when you guys remember, I wrote down I'm a millionaire March 28th, 2021. Now, in my case, it's true, but in your case, you got to decide for it to be ahead of time. You got to go ahead and decide that it's the case, by the way. Okay. Also, some people have an issue with someone coming out and saying, I am a millionaire. That's not okay to do. And like you're like a bad person if that's the way you think, or that's the way you talk, or that's the way you operate. Okay. I'm telling you, if that's the way you think, that is going to hold you back from getting that millionaire mindset. Okay. Guaranteed, by the way, it's going to hold you back. And I can tell you that you're on here because you don't want anything or anyone to hold you back. Right. And Tom, you're right, buddy. It does take a team. It takes an unbelievable team. It takes good people, and you have to surround yourself with the right people. Okay. I'm curious how your guys' goals have changed based on the very first day. Again, those just now joining us on Facebook or YouTube, you have no clue what's going on. This is Millionaire Mindset. This is day 3 of 5. We're going every day at 4 o'clock Central, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was doing a 3 or 4 hour workshop on Saturday. I was doing Millionaire Mindset on Sunday night. Like, I want to come to you every day and help you. Okay. Who else is doing this, by the way? Okay. Who else is coming to you every single day, weekend, doesn't matter, to freaking commit and help you win, by the way? Dude, I don't know of anybody else. Okay. Why? Because I just freaking care. And deep down, I have a passion for what I'm doing. Like, I don't know too many people that are excited to actually come out and help people as much as I am. Okay. If you're wanting the workbook, okay, go to CodyAskins.com/mindset. Okay. CodyAskins.com/mindset to make sure that you get that. Okay. Also, if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook and you want to get backstage on the Zooms and you want to Zoom with me, okay, go to CodyAskins.com/mindset to take advantage of being backstage, getting access specifically to what's going on, okay? Because I know that you want to succeed, right? And we want you to succeed as well, okay? But when you're backstage, I'm gonna be live streaming this on Facebook and YouTube, okay? But also, even later, we're going to be going into some private Q&A after about another 40 minutes or so, and you've got to be in there like swimwear, okay? You got to be in the Zoom backstage to get access to the private Q&A. And then if you're in the 8% mentorship program, which we've talked about recently, okay, that will start at 5:30 tonight instead of 5 o'clock because of Millionaire Mindset. In honor of millionaires all around the world, 8% Mentor will be starting at 5:30 tonight, Sandy, instead of 5, okay? So here's what I want to talk through, okay? As we talk about scaling now, I want to walk through how to help you scale, okay? I was on the phone with a gentleman earlier that wants to scale so bad, man. He can't even see straight. And he's going to give me a lot of money to help him scale, by the way, okay? If you're watching and you're not in the Zoom or you've never financially supported me, okay, I'm going to encourage you to do that. Why? Because either way, I'm going to keep showing up, right? But when I find people in my life that I believe can help me, I give them money, okay? I just do, because I believe in the mission that they're doing, right? I believe in a business has to become a mission, by the way. For you to scale fast, what you're doing has to be a mission. Okay, you got to be so mission focused, so oriented, so focused on winning, okay, that you know that you can scale fast. Who believes that what you're doing, you actually know how to scale fast, okay? Most people don't, by the way, okay? Most people don't. And some of the people watching right now don't, okay? However, I know, Derek, yes, okay? What I know is that you can absolutely do this thing once you start to commit, right? And once you become the Tony Merwin of your life, everything starts to change, okay? So I want to walk through how you can start to change your life, specifically, okay, how you can start to implement everything, right? So we've got 8% mentorship program tonight. Okay, this will be week 3. You can go to CodyAskins.com/mentor. Okay, and this product specifically is only $88. I like how we tied that in there. Okay, that's all about mindset, take you to the next level. Okay, we've also got our sales boot camp on Friday. Okay, the sales boot camp is a 1-day event, a bunch of hours, and you can get it for as low as $99. And our team will be posting the link for that. I can tell you do not want to miss this event. Okay. Also, who as a team, you have employees, or because that's something we're going to talk about today, by the way. You have team, you have employees, or you want to have a team member or employees, but you don't, but you know that you need one to really scale this thing, and you can't do it all on your own. Okay. And Buddy will be there. Thank you. Okay. We are, for those that have a team, or you have or you want a team, or you want to scale, and you're like, dude, I gotta go, man. I gotta pick it up. I gotta get there. I gotta go there. I gotta take it to another level. Okay. I can tell you, you do have to take it to another level. No doubt about it. Right. But to get to that other next level, it's easier when you start surrounding yourself with the right people, by the way. Okay. Which is what we're going to talk a lot about today. Okay. For those that haven't typically had that conversation with someone, right? That's what we're going to talk about today, is taking it to a whole nother level by utilizing, okay, people and having an amazing team around you. Okay. So for those that love that aspect, we're doing a business expansion workshop. Okay. Business expansion workshop. Okay, we may have to close our door, Brett. I'm getting a little feedback from the other room. Thank you, buddy. Business expansion workshop. Okay, this is I believe it's like a 2.5-day event, all on onboarding. Okay, hiring. Like, we were nominated by Indeed.com. No lie, this will surprise you guys. Indeed.com called us up and said, you know that you guys are the most clicked on company that's hiring in Southwest Missouri. And Andy's like, really? Well, when you got 100 people between 3 buildings, and we're hiring people, or 3 companies in 2 buildings, when we're hiring people like crazy, dude, we're going to get a lot of hits. Okay. That was pretty cool to us. So guess what? We've learned a lot about hiring, onboarding, firing, scaling, and training, which is why we're going to be doing this business expansion workshop for people that want to win. Okay. Want to win. I think you can get tickets for as low as like $19.97 for the lower ticket. Okay. And that's going to be May 5th through the 7th, by the way. Okay. For those that want to win, those that want to get to the next level in their business. Okay. That is going to be the answer. No question about it. There's not another event in our industry like it. Okay. There's just not. Okay. So that's going to be something that you can take advantage of to get you to another level. Okay. We're also going to be doing the HQ day. Okay. Which is April the 30th. And that's more of, hey, I want to spend an entire day at the office, and I want to go behind the scenes. Okay. And I want to spend an entire day in your operation, seeing what you got going on. Okay. If that's you and you want to be here and see the whole operation behind the scenes, this is the event for you. Okay. This is the event for you. Now, we also have 8% Nation, the conference. Okay. 8% 2021. Okay. That is going to be in Dallas, July 23rd through the 25th. We're going 3 days this year. Okay. We've got live stream tickets for as low as $47 currently right now through the end of the month, which is tomorrow. And then we've also got actual in-person tickets for as low as $92. Okay. So I'm making it impossible for you not to show up and win. All right. We've got E.T. We've got Eric Thomas. We got Patrick Bet-David. We've got Inky Johnson. I'm actually looking and working and trying to finalize something for Vanilla Ice to perform at our welcome party the night before. Like, we are elevating the party and the event and the experience. Okay. And I need you there to make sure that we can actually change the game entirely for you. I just noticed I absolutely, definitely spelled expansion wrong. I was going to give a free ticket to the person that pointed it out. Nobody did. So you didn't get a free ticket. Okay. So why are we talking about all this today? because we're talking about scaling faster, and you need information to scale faster, which means you need to be at the conference, right? You need to be a part of the mentorship programs. If the mindset is important to you, okay, boom. If the sales piece is important to you, if scaling a team is important to you, if getting around me for an entire day and seeing the behind the scenes operation is important to you, then HQ Day is going to be the right event for you. Okay, so here's what I want to talk through today. Okay, here's what I want to talk to today. Before I continue, okay, on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube, okay, comment 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 if you have interest in one of these 5 things and you want to make sure that we help you and we get you more information on one of these 5 if any of them interest you. Okay, 8%, type number 1. Mentorship program, type number 2. Okay, week 3 of this is tonight, by the way, so you got to act quick. Okay, Buddy says 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Also, business expansion workshop where you're trying to get a team. Martha Villanueva says 4 and 5. Okay, full business expansion workshop and behind HQ Day, behind the scenes. Okay, thank you. Jonathan Jones says 3 and 4. He meant 3 and 4, not 3 and 5. Okay, so 3 and 4. Okay, good, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Laura Story says 4. Okay, 4. Thank you. Okay, will you set them over here on this side too? Thank you. Actually, will you take over? I'm gonna go. Kelly brought me some tea. Thank you. She's like, you've been speaking like 82 hours a day, so I need that. Thank you. How do I get the notes I paid? Email Cassidy@CodyAskins.com for the workbook. Okay. Ray says 1. 1. Laura says I already have 1 and 2. Boom. Thank you, Laura. Okay. Thank you. So if anyone else has interest, now's the time, okay, for us to get you more information on it. So at least get you the information to help you make an informed decision. Okay, whether that be 1, 8%, 2, the mentor, 3, the boot camp, 4, the business expansion, which we're talking about scaling today. I'm gonna talk a lot about this kind of stuff, okay? And then 5, the behind the scenes headquarters day, which I'm probably most excited about. These 2, I would have to admit. At the moment, it'll end up being this though. This will be legendary. This event, we got some wild, crazy stuff that will shock and awe everyone. And you will leave there saying, you will leave there, no joke. Everyone that walks out of 8% 2021 this year will leave there scratching their head saying, how the flip did they pull that off? Okay, we'll see. Okay. So thank you. Okay, appreciate all the answers. All right, it's our job to get you the information. Okay, here's what I want to transition to now. Okay, I want to transition to talking about how you can become more profitable. And I'm going to talk through a concept that I call the 5 P's to profit. I've never rolled this out yet. It's been in my notes for a few months. I haven't talked about it yet. Okay, but I want to talk about it now. Okay, so when I talk about, as I drink some espresso, okay, as I talk about 5 P's to profit. Okay, the question is, who wants to profit? Okay, who wants to profit? The real question is who freaking doesn't, right? Who doesn't? Okay, so I'm going to walk through each of these, okay, and I'm going to share with you the 5 steps and really what starts to happen to eventually start to profit in a big way. Who wants to profit in a big way? Okay. And Martha, are you in a position to where you're like, okay, I need to be better at me making money, or I'm doing well, I just need to help other people make money? That's the question I want you guys to ask, that I want you to answer. Are you more focused internally at you actually making sales, or are you more focused on externally helping others make sales? Internal or external? Okay, that'll help me. Okay. Internal. Okay. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of that. Okay. I could see us on Facebook getting some externals, and Myra external for sure. Luther Barnes both. Okay. Luther, I'm about to fix some of those things you got going on, by the way. Okay. Okay. Good. Tahira, I'm getting better at pronouncing that, by the way. Internal. Ray, internal. Leslie, internal. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. The first P is procrastinate. This is the number one thing that insurance agents struggle with. Okay. My buddy Marshall Silver put up a post earlier that I wanted to read that I freaking loved. Okay. He spoke at 8% this past year. And he wrote, this was so good, by the way. I wonder if he took it down. No, he didn't. Good. He said, everyone wants to be a millionaire. It fits so well with what we're talking about, by the way, too. He said, everyone wants to be a millionaire until they actually have to do something. I loved that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so freaking true. Everyone wants to be a millionaire until they got to go do something. Okay, so do you want to go do something big in the world? Okay, everyone wants to do something until it's time to do something. Who's guilty of that? Procrastination is real. And Linda, it's holding people back from being better versions of them. It's holding them back, Andrew, from taking that next level in their life. Like the procrastinate piece is killing people, okay? Everyone wants to be a millionaire. We're talking about millionaire mindset. This is day 3 of 5. Everyone wants to be a millionaire until it's time to actually do something, okay? So I want to ask you a question, okay? When you tell yourself internally that you should do something, do you do it? Do you do it? Like, do you actually act it out and actually go do it? Okay. Or do you tell yourself you're going to do something? Easiest person to lie to in the world is you. But do you say you're going to do something, but then you don't actually do it? Which are you? Are you an implementer or just the idea person? Right? Like, which is it? Okay. So, because this is real. This is the one thing that is absolutely killing insurance agents and holding them back from being more successful is thinking about everything before they do anything. Okay. Procrastination is real. It's holding people back. It holds your team members back. It holds you back from doing big stuff. Like when our team is rolling out a concept or an idea, right? Like this whole, we may get vanilla ice for the welcome party at 8% on Thursday night, which is a new thing that we're rolling out. They're like, well, we could get lost in the details, right? And we could talk about, well, we got to get him a bunch of musical equipment, whatever the freak you want to call it. We got to get him a hotel, and we got to get multiple flights for people and his whole entourage, and we got to do this and that, and we got to pay a bunch of money, and we got to pay this and that and this and that. I'm like, dude, let's just commit, and then we'll figure out everything else along the way. Instead of procrastinating, let's just figure it out. Like, let's just figure out how we're going to do it now. Yes, Jonathan, the welcome party is for all attendees. We're going to have a welcome party on Thursday night, a VIP party on Friday night. We're going to have a diamond party on Saturday night. And then I'm going to do a special private mastermind that's a separate ticket altogether for that Monday. So I'm going to stay and go 4 days in a row. Okay. I'm telling you guys, when I leave the 4 days, I probably won't be able to speak or walk or think, but it will be the most successful 4-day stretch in my career. No question about it, because I'm committed to leveling up this year. So the first P is procrastination. Okay. So I want you to rate yourself from a 1 to a 10 on procrastination. Okay. No one's ever a 10. I'm probably at personally, I could still get better. I would say I'm probably a 7 or an 8. And if you guys are giving yourselves 8s or 9s, you are lying to yourself. Trust me. Okay. That's the first P. Okay. The second P, 8.99. Okay, good. That means you're really making decisions quick. Okay. The second P is power. Okay. Have you found what I like to call are you operating in your power, right? Casey Peterson, are you operating in your power? Are you leveling up? Are you in a spot where you are showing up and having fun? You found your passion. You are freaking rolling in it, and you are having fun majority of the time with what you're doing, okay? I have found mine. Like this, I told the team, I just want to show up and do this. Please let me show up and do this. This is all I want to do. Like, that's it. Okay, that's it. And I know that if I can just show up and do this, I'm going to be happy because I'm operating in what I call my power. right? I'm operating in my place, my purpose, my passion. Like I want to help people. I want to get out and speak. I want to train. I want to travel. I want to do webinars every flipping day. Like what's funny is if I look at my calendar, I have spoke to through social or a webinar or a team training or traveled and been on a whatever for the last, it's literally been probably 17 days since I haven't. Think about that. It's probably been like 17 days in a row that I've been pushing and operating in my personal power of what I want to do, which is help and speak. Okay. And whether that be virtually or in person. Now, in person's even better. It just always is, right? Zoom is not the room compared to actually being in the room. Okay. I got to give Galen credit for that. She said that. I love that. Being in the room is something special. Okay. So how do you feel about that? Are you operating in it? Have you found it? Okay. Third P is actually being productive with your time, right? You can figure out what you want to do. You can stop procrastinating, but are you actually productive? Are you showing up? I always write slanted, by the way. Are you operating and are you productive with your time? Are you showing up and making sure that you are doing what you say you're going to do? Because insurance agents should only do three things. If you're working on internal right now and you're not helping people and you're just doing this, you're figuring this out on your own, right? And you're personally trying to make more money and you make more sales instead of helping others externally at this moment, okay, then here's the three things you should be doing. You should be making calls. If you just door knock, then you could replace that, okay? But prospecting, typically it's calls. You should be actually running appointments or in sales. You're in the middle of a potential sale, or you're following up. Okay, you're either prospecting, you're either selling, or you are trying to get back in touch with somebody. That's it. Okay, that's when you know, am I being productive with my time or not? You checking emails from the carriers, not productive. Okay, now should you do it? Yes, but you should do it at 7:45 in the morning or Sunday evening. Like Sunday's my creative day. Sundays I'm typing notes, I'm studying, I'm learning from somebody. Like I'm spending Sunday and I'm finding one person that I can learn from, okay? And I'm going deep. I'm watching videos. I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm looking at their website. I'm picking apart their whole brand. Why? Because I want to learn and learn a lot about that one individual. Like a few weeks ago, it was Tony Robbins, okay? And I'm like, okay, what events what events is he selling that I need to buy? Because I've never been to a Tony Robbins event, but I would like to be able to say that I've went. It's time for him to start putting some freaking in-person events back on the schedule so that I can go. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I would buy a ticket and attend. Why? Because he is one of the best in the world at throwing events. I may already be the best in the insurance industry. Our team and I may already be the best in the insurance industry at throwing events. We're not even close to where we can be, right? Why? Because we can keep getting better. We can keep being more productive with our time. So think about you, okay? I want you to think about it right now. What are some of the things day to day that you spend the most time on and that suck up the majority of your time? Okay, start to think about that. And what are you spending your time on? Okay, because it's really important that you get to where you are spending time on things that are paying you, okay? That are paying you, that drive revenue, that cash the register, that help you win, okay, that are productive, okay, 4. Then you get to where, okay, I'm in promotion mode. I'm promoting, okay, promoting. This is also where I love doing, okay. I love either promoting to you to go to something, or I like actually running the thing that I told you to go to. I love those two things, okay. I love those two things. I love promoting and I love performing, I guess. Okay. Because once you start promoting, then eventually, boom, you can start to perform. Okay. You can start, how good are those 5 P's, by the way? You can actually start to perform, right? Like I've been thinking about this like crazy, right? And this is, okay, how do you operate in a place of performance? How do you figure out what you're good at? How do you get to where you're constantly in a state of promotion? Okay. Because if you can't promote you, then nobody else will. Okay. That's why you guys see us promote so much. So we just got word from the bank that our $117,000 of cash is ready to be picked up for our video to promote my book and shoot some ads and all that. We're not going to pick it up until Monday because Dylan's on vacation and I need we need our video guy here to shoot that. That's a piece of promotion that I'm going to start performing with once it's in my hands and it's in front of me. Okay. Why? Because I need to keep doing my best at staying relevant, keeping people's attention, helping people, and going the extra mile. Like I always evaluate myself every night, especially Friday nights. I'll ask myself, okay, did you leave it all in the court today? Could you have done more? And if you could have, what could you have done better at? Right? And what could you have done more of? Okay. So I always ask myself and say, okay, what more could I have done today? Like I'm jumping in the sales room and jumping on the headset and selling somebody. And then I'm asking myself, what more could I be doing? Anybody else ask those kind of questions, by the way? You ask yourself those questions? Because I'm always thinking about, okay, how can I perform better? Like I do not want to be average anymore. I want to elevate the game here, right? I want to fast forward my potential success as we talk about 5 P's to profiting, and we're tying this in because you want to scale faster now and you want to become a millionaire, right? So you've got to get to where you want to scale, right? I love doing it with other people, right? With other talented people around me. Okay. So if I had to say, okay, how do I start to scale faster now? Okay. I'm going to give you 7 things I want you to think about. Okay. The first one, understand your end game, right? What's the end game for you? What do you want? Right? Like I'm trying to build a $100 million revenue empire through a bunch of companies, a bunch of buildings, a bunch of people, acquire a bunch of agencies, throw events nonstop. Like, you know what I mean? We're trying to figure this thing. We're trying to get our secure agent marketing company to $1.6 million a month, which is $20 million a year, ASAP, right? Like, why not? And I'm going to allow people, buddy, to be able to go and purchase and acquire insurance agencies with me. I haven't even talked to you guys about that. We're starting Askins acquisitions. I'm actually jumping on and looking at 2 different potential buys tomorrow, actually. But we're going to allow people to actually go buy insurance agencies with us. We're going to acquire agencies, and we're going to have investors actually participate and join in. That's a big play. That's a huge play. Why? Because that's if I understand the end game, that helps me get closer to the end game, right? And so I know that by doing that, it's allowing me to help a lot of our top clients start to prepare for retirement and start to stack some freaking paper, right? And some cash and get paid whether they work or not, right? Like who doesn't really want that? Be honest with me. You're like, no, I don't want to get paid whether I work or not. Like nobody's going to say that. Why? Because we all want to get paid whether we're in Hawaii for a month or whether we're sitting in our office, right? That's why you chose insurance. Insurance is a phenomenal residual income. You can continue to get paid whether you show up or not. Okay, that's why I love the game of insurance and what it can provide for people, right? How it can help you take care of your family financially forever, by the way. Okay, like I'm going to. A lot of people are having me speak at their conferences, or they're having their agents into their headquarters and having me speak there, or they're having me jump on Zoom every month with their team and train their team and motivate them, or they're having me, or they want to do events with me or webinars together or whatever, right? And I am loving that like getting out and helping people and speaking to people and speaking in conferences and collaborating with people. And Myra, that's right. That is one heck of an end game. It is. Okay, it is. It's a big think. Okay, it's a big think. I mean, because if you guys had to think about, and you had to figure out, if you had to think, if you just had to pause for a second, and you had to think with the end in mind, and we had to stop for a second, we had to do that together. What would the end look like? Like what would 30 year, whatever, okay? No matter what age you are, let's just say what does 75 look like? For me, it's 45 years away. Right? If you're 50, still 25 years away, right? Like what does that end game look like to where you can look back and say, okay, I never saw me getting here, but holy freak, I got there. Like that's big think. I want you operating and thinking a lot bigger and think about, okay, that's the millionaire mindset, by the way. It's planning ahead. It's planning the future, and then it's jumping into it. Okay? It's thinking about it later. It's thinking about what's going to happen 20 years from now, and then executing and then working backwards. And then 20 years later, it's a reality. And sometimes a lot faster. Like my reality of going from nobody knows me to we are freaking getting after it in 5 years. Knowing what I know now, I could do it over much faster, way faster, way faster. But you don't know what you don't know. But I know that it's helping me get closer to my end game. And these 5 years, sometimes what I did in 5 years, it would take some people 50. Okay. It just would. It would take them at least 25 years. Okay. 10 years minimum. There's nothing special about me. It's just that I'm already operating and thinking about the end game, and I'm performing towards my future. Right. And I'm thinking about what does that future look like? Okay. And how do we push and operate our day-to-day operations to where we end up there, wherever that is? Like I told somebody said something about, I was on a call earlier and they were saying something, and I'm like, they talked about, I don't even know. And I'm like, no, our own private island. I'm like, dude, why not? Right? Like, why not? Like most of us are thinking way too small. And that's why we struggle to ever make 100 grand or $1 million, because we can't ever imagine ourselves thinking or making that amount of money, right? You should go ahead and spend it. You should go ahead and think it, right? You should go ahead and operate in that reality before it's even reality. Like a lot of you guys that are you're making, let's just call it 60 grand to 600 grand. You're in this really weird place of you don't know what to do next. Okay. Or you're doing it all. Whether you're making 60 grand or 600, you're typically doing it all. And you're not delegating, or you don't have a team, or you're not operating your game, or you're not creating solid operations and strategies for your business, right? Or you're not constantly training. You're not letting go of some tasks, right? A lot of people don't know their numbers. You're not building an infrastructure and a team, and you're not asking for help. It's okay to ask for help, okay? It's okay to ask for help. So when you think about that, and you're like, dude, he's right. I'm making 92,000. I'm making 148,000. I'm making 372,000. I'm making 550,000. And he's got a point. I am literally doing it all. So how do you get beyond that? And so I've got a lot of people that are hiring me, paying me 25 to 50 grand to help them find that next level. You're like, dude, that's a lot of money. Well, if you make $250,000 and you give me 10% to help you get to $500,000, is the 25K worth the 250K increase? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. Or maybe you think too small and that doesn't make any sense to you. Or to go from $500,000 and you give me 10%, you give me 50 grand. Okay. And I'm going to flip it and add another $500,000 to your bottom line in the next 24 months. And you're going to make $1 million a year. Like I'm helping a guy right now that made like 200 grand last year, and he wants to get to 700,000 in 2022. He knows exactly how to get there now. He knows exactly how to get there now, right? He's not procrastinating any longer. He's operating his power. He's extremely productive with his time. He's promoting like a madman now, and he's freaking going out and performing. Okay, but most of us we're too in our head, and we're doing it all, and we're too much in our business versus working on our business, and we don't know what to do next, man. We're lost. Okay, we're struggling. We don't get it. So the question is, if you had to give me 10% to double your business, who would actually give me 10%? And Rebecca's right. Most people don't. Okay. And don't say me unless you mean it. Okay. Because I'm going to call you and ask you for it. Okay. I don't know what 10% is in some people's example. Okay. If you made 12 grand and I'm gonna only ask for $1,200, well, you're not gonna get me time. You're not gonna get one-on-one time with Cody. I can promise you that. But you could come to an event and we could hang out and talk for a few minutes, right? But if it were possible, how would you do it? I want you operating and thinking about what if. I want you to think about hypotheticals, right? Let's and the only thing, Tom, is when you say let's talk in a year, man, like, dude, a year is a long time to me. I'm not gonna mess around for a year, okay? And you may say, well, I'm new, I haven't wrote any insurance, and you're right, right? So let's fix that first, right? However, some of you guys aren't new and you make good money, but you're stagnant, you're complacent, you're in a rut. Most people are losing motivation, they're losing excitement. They don't know how to get to that next level. They don't have anybody pushing them and waking them up and exciting them every day, right? And giving them ideas because I'm telling you, you cannot think of you cannot think of the massive ideas yourself. You can't think of the massive ideas that I can give you because you're stuck in that little bubble that doesn't allow you to see beyond it. Right? That's where most people struggle. I get bigger ideas for even me by getting around other people that are operating in a bigger place because they think bigger. Like when I talk about raising $300,000 to buy a deal with an acquisitions company, they're like, $300,000? I raised that yesterday. Like, what are we talking about? So then I'm like, well, how do I raise 300 grand in a day? Right? Like that's a different think. Like that's a different push. Okay. That's a different push. We may eventually have Askins Ventures where you can give me part of your company and we can be partners and I can help you scale it. I don't know. Okay. No freaking clue. Maybe that was a good idea. I don't know, but we'll see. All I know is I'm out promoting and performing. Yeah. Tony Merwin knows. He's like, yeah, eventually you're going to roll that out tomorrow. I just want to see Jennifer and Jay and David and Leticia and Leon and Linda and Luther and Mahindra and Maria. I want to see you win. And most people want that for themselves too. Okay. Mind is exploding now. It should. That's the point of being on stuff like this. Eventually isn't one of your words. You're right. It's not in my vocab. I just erased it. I need some more staff because of all the freaking ideas and companies I want to start, right? Like I'm pushing, okay? I'm trying to speed this thing up. I write down every day that our acquisitions company manages $1 million in revenue, 12 million a year, $1 million a month, by the way, $12 million commission book just from buying, probably have to buy probably have to buy, 20 to 40 companies to do that on the size of companies we're wanting to purchase, right? $500,000 to $1.5 million. But you better believe it's going to be a safe investment for the investors, and they're going to get equity long-term forever. And I'm going to put my own freaking spin on this whole company between our marketing company and my father's ideas and my ideas and everything else, right? Like we're going to blow it up. Okay. So what are you not here's what questions I always ask myself. Okay. As we're talking about millionaire mindset today and scaling now, what I always think about is what's a big idea that I haven't thought of yet? Because I can tell you, I've got like 12,000 ideas that are huge. They're big, but I haven't thought of them yet. And I'm like, where do I have to go? What do I have to do to think about them for them to come into my mind quicker? And a lot of times it's getting around big time people and showing up to events. Like this whole, I released this business expansion workshop and that headquarter day where 5 people can come and spend the day here behind the scenes. There's no better event to get around someone and to spend time with someone and then be able to scale and think bigger. But a lot of the problem is $5,000 seems like a lot of money to a lot of people. That's the problem. That's not the millionaire mindset. If $5,000, if you cannot spend $5,000 on a dime and you can't just stop and say, I'm in, will it help me? Will I get a return on investment? And will I wish I would have done it sooner? Okay, yes, then I'm in. If that's not your decision-making process when it comes to $5,000, you're going to struggle. Okay, you're going to struggle. I'm telling you, the fact that people want to think about $5,000 investments is the reason why they're in the position they're in, by the way. Okay, 100%, right? Ideas float in the either for the first person to grab them and put them in motion. That's it, man. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to move to private Q&A with, because I'm going to try to give myself a few minute break before 8% Mentor so that I can prep for that as well. Okay. Somebody on YouTube says, hey, Cody, one question from Portugal. I have a small team. I want to give them a boost in mindset. What is best to set objectives for them for the whole group? Dude, you should put me on a Zoom with the whole country of Portugal, and I will jack that country up. Okay. The country of Portugal will just immediately, you'll see like, the freaking, you'll see, you'll look at the globe and Portugal will just be flipping, radiating with heat. Okay. That's what you should do. Okay. You guys got to believe and talk like that, by the way, too. Most people are just not confident or aggressive enough, and that really holds them back from taking that next level. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. How good was today? Okay. How good was today? Was day 1, Sunday, day 2, Monday, or day 3 today? Which was better? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? Dan says 3. Yeah, because 3, I didn't teach. I just helped you with my mind. I just brought out thoughts, right? Like everybody's saying 3. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay. I prepped a lot for today. I didn't even go over everything I prepped. But I want to slow down and let you know how I think sometimes, because I think that I know there's a lot of people that just don't understand how I think, right? How I think. So I want to make sure that I explain that. I'm going to do some private, I'm going to stay on Zoom and do some private Q&A. The mentor program actually was bumped back to 5:30 so that we could do some private Q&A in a second. Okay. So if you're on Facebook and Facebook and YouTube, and you don't have access to Backstage to hang out with me, to get the workbook, to get lifetime access to the recording, to get access to the private Q&A, go to CodyAskins.com/mindset. Again, this is Millionaire Mindset. This is day 3 of 5. Okay. We're doing this 5 days in a row. Tomorrow will be day 4. Friday will be day 5. Okay. And we're going to continue to make sure that we help you adopt a millionaire mindset. All right. So I appreciate those that are on Zoom, that are making sure that you're showing up and you're doing everything in your power to get your mind and you to that next level. Okay. I can promise you, your future self will thank you. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Your future self will thank you. Okay. Thursday is day 5. So day 4 is tomorrow. Day 5 is Thursday. Friday is the sales training boot camp all day. Again, for as low as $99. I also told the team to go ahead and throw the workbook in the $99 deal, so you'll get everything you need. Okay. So hit that link. Let us know if you want to be a part of the sales training boot camp on Friday. I'm super jacked up and excited about that. Okay. Stop procrastinating, operate in a place of power, get productive, start promoting, and then have some fun and go perform. Okay. Thanks for being on Millionaire Mindset, day number 3. Have a greatest year day. Facebook, YouTube, world, I love you. Go to CodyAskins.com/mindset to get Backstage with.